Welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Valley View iRacing Nationals right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. This is round number 3 of the Valley View iRacing Nationals right here from the Lernerville Speedway. For the Bruno's Repair 50-lap main event here tonight. Currently, 25 drivers have logged in here to the Lernerville Speedway. It's going to be a great one. This track, last time we were here with the Valley View Nationals, well, it was Loudon Reimer who was able to wet the lip and go right up against the outside shelf. Unfortunately, overstepped the boundary with under 10 laps to go to put himself in a disappointing finish. Tonight, though, it's going to be redemption for a lot of these drivers to see who will be able to park in victory lane tonight. Race fans, it's been 1 month since we have seen you, and the last time that these guys were on the speedway, it was the driver out of the Rocket Racing stables, the number 33 of Richard Murtaugh III, going to Victory Lane. He is actually here. It's actually Junior that went to Victory Lane. He is here tonight to try and go back-to-back wins. Only one other winner this season. It was Tyler Duchard, and that was back at the season opener at the Volusia Speedway Park. So round 3 right here in Pennsylvania. Let's see if one of the Pennsylvania Posse Boys, we call them the Posse Boys, even though it's the modified. That's right, the 358 modifieds to be exact. Second time out for these drivers. 2 Pennsylvania drivers, Talon Carter and his 99 Rags Carter racing machine. And then also, there is one other Pennsylvania driver out there. It's Parker Golden. So we'll see if some of these Pennsylvania boys can hold off the New York, Vermont, and the Canadian drivers that are here tonight. Looks like currently qualifying is starting to wrap up. Race fans, we hope you are ready to go racing here tonight in the Bruno Service Repairs main event. Coming up in just a couple of moments here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I'm Roger Youth. I'll be your host here tonight to bring you all the racing action right here from the Lernerville Speedway. Qualifying officially in the books, Tyler Duchard did have the quick time here tonight, so he will start in heat race number 1. Heat race is coming on the board right about now. Let's go down trackside here and get our starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Starting lineup tonight brought to us by Hanson Starter Shop, and this is how the 9-car heat race number 1 will roll off tonight. Tyler Duchard, the driver of the number 77, he won back at the Volusia Speedway Park. He will start P number 1. To the outside of him, hailing out of New York, driving the 114, this is the driver of Peyton Talbert. He is a quick youngster, and we will see if he can now steal a heat race win. Starting in the 3rd position, driving for the HRH Motorsports, number 17, it's Caleb the Digger, starting in 3rd position. Hunter Bates will roll the 89 machine off into the 4th position. It'll be the 19 out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. It'll be Parker Golden, starting P number 5. Starting in the 6th position, it's the Smith Racing Inc. entry, the Carbon Solutions 00 of Brian Hacker. Greg Ezard in the 51 is scheduled to roll off 7th here tonight. Eric Relay in the 02 will roll off 8th. 9th on the speed charts, 9th on the starting grid. It'll be the Big Daddy Speed Concept driver of Matt Yorker. That is your 9-car starting lineup here for heat race number 1. Cars are already on the speedway. We are getting ready, race fans. It's been 1 month since we've seen the 358 modifieds onto the speedway, and this is heat race number 1 coming your way. We will lock drivers in here tonight. I'm getting passed along that we will have 3 heat races tonight, and we will go to a last chance qualifier. We will send only 1 driver home currently. We'll see if we get any more late entries into the race event tonight, but currently scheduled to just drop 1 driver out of the main field. 24 cars will start the main field. It looks like it will be 1 driver not starting the heat race number 1 here, and that will be Matt Yorker. Pace truck down and away. We are ready to go racing here at Lernerville. Green flag out into the air. 12 laps will be the distance. Look at Duchard. He got a great start. Digger down on the bottom, trying to dig in the Valley View Firewood number 17 entry. That's the 114 to his outside. There go 3 wide back there. Someone trying to shoot the gap. That's going to be Hacker down on the bottom. That'll be the number 19 for everybody following along on the timing and scoring. That's Parker Golden, and that was also Hunter Bates. Bates made the outside lane work. He left Hacker and Golden back there sitting. Lap 1 was in the books. It was Tyler Duchard, but here comes Peyton Talbert. He is down on the bottom of the speedway. Bottom digging down there, lifting the left front tire as they work down the back straightaway. It was 10 laps to go that time by. Here it will be 9 laps to go with a new leader. Crossover attempt here by Duchard. At the line, it was Duchard who led the lap as Talbot goes to the outside. Duchard will retake the lead coming out of turn number 2 as he slid up in front of the 114. Peyton, though, drives it right back down to the bottom. Here is Hacker. He is battling with the Fleetwood, Pennsylvania driver, Parker Golden. They are right now currently outside the transfer position. I believe, if I'm correct, we are taking the top 4 drivers. As we come by this time, the battle for the race lead as one of them was doing a little bit of a wheel stand down the front straightaway. That was the number 25, the 77 of the timing and scoring, Tyler Duchard. caught a little piece of the outside wall. He's the first one to go up to the top shelf here. He'll diamond it off. He'll try to go back underneath Peyton Talbot. It will be just 6 laps to go at the line. Look at Ducharme, the iRacing.com pro, goes right down to the bottom, digs around the inside lip. Now he'll go to the outside down here in turn 3. Talbot going to throw a little bit, throw the slider. He will not actually. He runs the middle groove, and that's going to lose the momentum. It will allow Ducharme to power back around the outside. Right now is the outside lane going to come in here tonight early. Peyton now gets to the top shelf as Ducharme goes back to the bottom. Ducharme will throw a little bit of that slider, and he'll get the slider completed. 4 laps to go. Talbot goes back down to the bottom. He almost threw the parachute out the back of that. Number 114, entry down in 1 and 2. Top 4, I'm getting passed along, so Hunter Bates right now is in that transfer position. Parker Golden is trying to get to the back of the 89 machine with just 3 laps to go. That's the battle that you see on the screen for the transfer spot. Hunter Bates currently holds it. Parker Golden, Brian Hacker, Greg Ezard, Relay, and Yorker, who did not start here tonight, are all looking like they may head to the last chance qualifier. 1 lap to go as your top 3 have checked out. It is Talbot, Ducharme, and Digger. There'll be white flag in the air this time by. White flag up for Peyton Talbot. Just has to come back around here one more time, but he's got Tyler Ducharme lurking in the background. They're both run about the middle groove down here in 3 and 4, so it'll be Peyton Talbot, Tyler Ducharme, Digger, and Hunter Bates going to the main event here tonight. Everybody else, Golden, Hacker, Ezard, Relay, and York will have to go to the last chance qualifier. A clean and green race here for heat race number 1 officially in the books. And Peyton picking up that win. It'll be another 8 cars joining us on the speedway here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 does look like this with our Hanson Starter Shop starting lineup. Starting in P number 1, it'll be the driver of the number 11. It'll be Josh Sun. The Rocket Racing number 33 out of New York. It'll be Richard Murtaugh Jr. starting P number 2. It'll be the pay-to-win setups number 4 of CJ Lovere rolling off in the 3rd position. Justin Smith for the Smith Racing Inc. entry number 45 out of New York. He'll roll off 4th. Starting in the 5th position, driving the number 30, the Valley View entry. It'll be Zach Daniels. David Amy in the number 2 is scheduled to roll off P number 6 here tonight. Then it'll be the Brissett Racing 03 of Speedy Brissett. Starting shotgun to the field here, position number 8, it'll be the driver of the number 14 of Scott Duell. That is your 8-car starting lineup brought to us by Hanson Starter Shop. Cars are rolling onto the speedway as you see them. 2 pace laps here tonight before we get ready to go green flag racing. It'll be another 12 laps here in heat race number 2, who will join the first 4 that made it in from heat race number 1. Take a quick look here at those finishing results. This is heat race number 1's order. If you did miss it, the top 4, Bates, Durgan, and Ducharme, Talbot will all move on to the main event here tonight. So let's rack them up, stack them up, put them side by side here once again. That'll be Josh Sun, Richard Murtaugh, and the Rocket Racing number 33 to the outside. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 is underway. And Murtaugh going to get the outside fence there going into turn 1. CJ Lovere going to try and pounce on the inside with his number 4. That was the 45 there of Justin Smith, also who tried to come up through the middle. They're 3 wide because David Amy goes to the outside. He'll diamond it off. He's going to make contact with Speedy Brissett coming out of turn number 3 and 4. CJ Lovere goes up to the banking there coming out of turn 2. That's going to open up the inside lane. Here comes the 45 of Smith back down there. One of them out of the groove, Zach Daniels. In the number 30 entry. Got a little sideways out of shape down in 3 and 4. We stay green flag racing, but he will lose a lot of ground. Battle for that 3rd position, though. 3rd and 4th still doing side-by-side at CJ Lovere and Justin Smith. As they battle just behind them at Speedy Brissett and David Amy. They are trying to wheel back in the top 4 drivers. Josh Sun has opened up a little bit of a lead, but it has just about gone away already because here comes Richard Murtaugh. He's got the setup dialed in here tonight. He didn't even need any practice time here at the Lernerville Speedway. He just rolled in with the truck, unloaded the car, and let it sit in the jack stands during the practice session. See if he can get up there. There's your top 3. Josh Sun still holding the way. He has let every lap qualify, or was given the top spot here, virtual of his qualifying effort. Look at Murtaugh trying to work a little bit higher up the track, entering turns 1 and 2 over Josh Sun. On board here. With our onboard camera from our leader of Josh Sun looking back at the rest of the field. Everybody else has gone single file as of the moment, trying to log some laps. Justin Smith still holding on to that 4th and final transfer position out of heat race number 2. David Amy behind them. High five this time from the flagman. 5 laps to go here, heat race number 2. Zach Daniels has picked up a position over the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Speedy in the Clarkson Sun Automotive 03 entry. Clarkson Sun's Automotive putting up $25 tonight to the feature winner. Also giving $25 to whoever finishes 5th tonight in our feature. We got to thank the guys over at Clarkson Sun's Automotive with their leading technology and being part of the Valley View Firewood iRacing Nationals here with 3 laps to go here in our Bigor Supply heat races. So Josh Sun still continuing to lead the way. There you see Murtaugh. CJ Lavere has started to fade just a little bit here on this long run. Smith is right there. David Amy has not been able to make up that much ground. So currently, Amy is sitting in that 5th position as it'll be white flag this time by for Josh Sun as he comes out of turn number 4. 1 lap of racing here in heat race number 2. Josh Sun will just sail her off into turn number 3. He is going to be looking for heat race number 2. He will get it. So it'll be Josh Sun, Richard Murtaugh, CJ Lavere, Justin Smith, all advancing. Amy, Duell, Daniels, and Brissett will all have to go to the last chance qualifier. So heat race number 3 will be coming your way in just a second. Take a quick look here at our results for heat race number 2. There you see where everybody had finished here in heat race number 2. Sun, Murtaugh, Lavere, and Smith all advancing. Let's go down and look at our starting lineup here for heat race number 3. Should be the final heat race here of the night. And starting on the pole, it's the tap room driver, the Rags Carter Racing. It's Wash Rags of Talon Carter. Robert King will start the 24 in position number 2. Then it'll be the driver of the number 22. It'll be Dylan Raptoy, starting P number 3. The driver out of New York, the Smith Racing Inc. number 1, it'll be Wild Wayne, driving the 1W. Starting 5th, it'll be the driver from Canada, driving the number 23, it'll be Joey Lattisaur. The man driving the 83 here tonight, also hailing from north of the border, it'll be J.D. Haldane. Lee Lattisaur in the 88, he will roll off 7th here tonight, and Stephen Brissett in the number 59, actually, will be rolling off in position number 8. That is your 8-car starting lineup here for heat race number 3. Should be our final heat race here of the evening. Unless something changes, this is the final heat race of the night. iRacing Pace Truck will make the right-hand turn. It will get up and out of the groove, and we will fire these bad boys off. Heat race number 3. Presented by Bigor Supply. Talon Carter going to fire them off. Here we go. 12 laps. Heat race number 3 is underway. Carter with a great start. Look at everybody try and slide through turns 1 and 2. Find where the moisture is here tonight. The track has been beat in a bunch already as everybody trying to find a home. Look at King. Look at Raptoy battle for the 2nd position. It'll be Robert King currently holding on to the position. Wayne McDuff holds in the 4th position currently here in heat race number 3. That's the transfer spot. Joey Lattisaur in the number 23 entry. A mock-up of the real machine. It's a real wrap on the side of this number 23. Mr. Radiator Auto Service, number 23. I believe I just saw his real car is actually for sale, so anybody interested, head on over to Joey Lattisaur's page and maybe check out what they have underneath their modified to be able to scoop that up. Get racing in 2021. J.D. Haldane, though, down here at the number 83, he's trying to pick up position number 5 to possibly go after Wade McDuff. J.D. Haldane got the honor to race with the driver out of Canada just the other week right here at the Lernerville Speedway. He showed me a thing or two. Oh, one of them going up and over the berm. That will be the 23 of Joey Lattisaur. He's trying to reel it back in. He's going to lose a lot of ground, but we will stay green flag racing. Talon Carter, the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, the young man, currently is walking away here in heat race number 3. He has pulled about a second over Robert King and then back another half a second to Dylan Rabtoy and then Wade McDuff in the final transfer position. The 1W snap-on entry right there, currently trying to just hang on. He has a comfortable gap over J.D. Haldane. Haldane picked up position number 5, virtual of Joey Lattisaur going up and over the berm. Speedy Brissett looks like he had a little bit of issues on his number 59 entry. Right now he is off the pace just a little bit. There's our race leader. It shows you the kind of tear, the kind of pace that Talon Carter currently is working. Talon right now got 3.5 more laps here in heat race number 3. This season so far here with the Valley View Firewood iRacing National Series, Talon Carter has had 2 very strong feature showings. Unfortunately, when it came down to the end of the event, Talon Carter, maybe we'll call it making some rookie mistakes, has overdriven that 99 entry. He's had 2 top 5 cars, but has not had the results here. Now looking to pick up a heat race win here at the Lernerville Speedway. He's from Eastern Pennsylvania, out here Western Pennsylvania, here at the Lernerville Speedway, as it'll be white flag. 1 lap to go here in heat race number 3. No pressure behind for Talon Carter. King looking pretty good because he's got Rabtoy right there. Wade McDuff down around the bottom. He's got a 2-second gap back to J.D. Haldane, so it will be your top 4 here as long as they come out of turn 4. That will be Carter picking up heat race number 3. Then it'll be Robert King, Dylan Rabtoy, Wade McDuff coming home 1, 2, 3, and 4. Haldane, Lattisaur, and Brissett will all have to go to the last chance qualifier here tonight. As Stephen Brissett comes across, that will officially complete heat race number 3. Going right into our last chance qualifier here tonight. We will take 12 out of our last chance qualifier, and this is how they will line up. Starting on the front row out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, driving the number 19, it'll be Parker Golden. Starting to his outside, the driver of the number 2 of David Amy. J.D. Haldane will start 3rd here in the last chance qualifier. Brian Hacker in the Smith Racing Inc. 00 will roll off 4th. 5th will go to the driver of the number 14 of Scott Newell. Lee Lattisaur is scheduled to roll 6th here in the last chance qualifier. Greg Izard is scheduled for 7th. 8th will go to the Valley View Firewood number 30 of Zach Daniels. Joey Lattisaur in the number 23, who jumped the berm just a little while ago from the 5th position. He'll start in 9th. Eric Relay in the 02 will start into the 10th position. Speedy Brissett in the 03, the Brissett Racing entry, will roll off 11th. Stephen Brissett will roll off in your 12th position, and Matt Yorker looks like he will be scheduled to roll off into our final spot here tonight for the last chance qualifier. All 13 drivers, it looks like, have made the call. So as we get ready here for our last chance qualifier, we got to thank our sponsors here tonight. A couple of our sponsors, including the Valley View Firewood, R&R Auto, No Limit Detailing, M&M Country Store, Lorman's Hanson Starter Shop, Direct Imported Vehicles, Clarkson Sons Automotive, Beager Supply, and of course, tonight's main event sponsor, it is Bruno's Repair Service. We got to thank all of them for coming on board here with the Valley View iRacing Nationals. We thank them for their continued support as we get ready to go racing in the last chance qualifier here tonight. Here we go, 13 cars, 12 positions available. Green flag in the air, 20 laps for the last chance qualifier here tonight at Lernerville. Parker Golden will lead us down into turn number 1, but look at J.D. Haldane. One of them sideways back here. It's going to stack him up That's the 88 of Lee Latasaur. One of them goes up and over. That was Steven Brissett. The Latasaurus back here trading some paint. Joey and Lee sideways, no love lost. The battle for the race lead as we stay green. Parker Golden has it. David Amy with quite a huge run coming out of turn number 2. He's going to run right into the back of the roadblock of the number 11 there of Parker Golden. They're all going to come together. Golden and Hacker make contact. Now the 11. Parker Golden up and over out of the ballpark. As Parker Golden goes up and over, we stay green for the moment here as the driver of the 19 is off the speedway. David Amy, Scott Duell, Zach Daniels, virtual of our top 3 drivers right now. Now the caution flag will come out. Caution flag out onto the speedway. Looks like one of them has gone up and over. It's the driver of the 02 of Eric Relay. So the caution flag coming out the first time here tonight. He's trying to get that 02 machine back on the wheels. He will not be able to, so that will put him back to pit road. Let's take a look back here at our Turn 3 Racing replay here and see what happened. There you see the 02 snap-on entry battling back here. He drives it into the inside of Hacker, and oh boy, if 4 wide here is not going to work as you see him a couple of them upside down. 34 of Matt Yorker, the 51 also of Greg Izard was on his lid. He had to take the tow. Yorker was able to actually drive away that number 34 entry. Let's see if we can go back. Watch the 02. Gets a run down there right into the 4 wide situation. Look at Yorker trying to drive through it. Was able to do a barrel roll and just kept on ticking. Unfortunately, the 51 of Greg Izard was not able to. Eric Relay was not able to. And Parker Golden currently is still off the track in his entry. There you see Matt Yorker. Looks like he is currently scheduled to restart right around the 7th position here. We'll see if the iRacing officials do go ahead and hold that position for him. We should be doubling him up this time by. We will get back to the green flag racing. This is your last chance qualifier. So it'll be Amy, Duell, Daniels, Hacker, Brissett, Yorker, Latasaur, Brissett, Haldane, currently all on the speedway. Parker Golden's being shown in 11th with Izard in 12th and Eric Relay in the 13th position. iRacing pace truck down and away. Let's fire him back off here. Here we go, back to the green flag racing. 16 laps to go in the last chance qualifier as who is that sneaking up in the purple and green machine? It's the Carbon Solution. Carbon Junction, actually. That's the 00 Brian Hacker. He was just involved in the pinball accident. As you see, the right side all tore up. The Nerf bars on that 358 modified. As he falls back into position number 4. Here comes the 34 of Matt Yorker. When you talk about dirt racers on the iRacing platform, you think about this driver, the number 34. The driver out of Central Square, New York. Out of the Brewerton Speedway. Knows how to get it done. Not afraid to sling a little dirt. As he works the bottom of the speedway, he has moved up 7 positions since doing the barrel roll. David Amy in the DE Designs entry. Pulling away here as opened up about a 1.5-second gap as he works the top of the speedway. Scott Duell, Zach Daniels are currently back here battling with Brian Hacker. Speedy Brissett also right there in the picture. Looks like Parker Golden has not come back out of pit road. There is one driver waiting for a caution flag. If there were, that he could come back out. That's Greg Izard. Izard being shown in position number 11. As you see on screen, that's Zach Daniels, Brian Hacker. Currently in the battle for the 3rd and 4th position. Everybody has gone single file, and they're all right now working the top of the speedway. There you see Hacker try and go down just a little bit to get a momentum run off of turn number 2. Right on board here. One of our very few Illinois drivers in the field. Hacker, one of those asphalt drivers that actually is very good at running dirt. He'll actually get the power move out of turn number 2 as Zach Daniels slipped the wheel just a little bit up over the berm. Daniels falls back into position number 4. David Amy still continuing to lead with 7 laps to go. Amy has opened up a 3.5-second gap. He is on at this point. This is what you like to call cruise control. 6 laps to go. There you see the Greg Izard car still up there. There you see the battle. Oh, Hacker. Gonna go up. He's gonna go up and over. 6 laps to go, and Brian Hacker is gonna bring out the second caution flag of the evening here at the Carbon Junction machine. He'll get it pointed in the right direction. Somebody else has gone around with him. That is J.D. Haldane. So caution flag number 2 will come out with just 5 laps to go. Hacker's car looks all sorts of beat up. They will have to definitely go to a backup car before the main event here tonight. So 2 incidents here in this one. Let's see if we can find what happened with Brian Hacker before we see what happened to J.D. Haldane. This is Brian Hacker coming off the speedway. Let's see if we can ride on board here. Cockpit view with the driver out of Illinois. Gets up into the berm there on the outside, coming down the front straightaway. Up, over, and just tumbles it off the speedway. J.D. Haldane, you see he's already turned around. What happened to J.D. Haldane? Let's find out. See Hacker going up and over, and then Haldane goes down into the corner. Oh, looks like he got a little help there, possibly by Lee Lattisaur. Doesn't look like any worse for wear for the driver for the 83, but he's going to lose a couple positions. Looks like all drivers are back out onto the speedway. Parker Golden is back out there. Eric Relay and Greg Izard all join back on. iRacing pace truck lights are off. That means we will go back. Green flag racing here for the last chance qualifier. Just getting passed along the notes from the officials here tonight. We will start all 25 drivers who did join the server. So everybody from this last chance qualifiers. Oh, Zach Daniels having a little problem trying to get that number 30 car going. He's going to get a little help down there by Steven Brissett. Somebody else did not get going. That might have been Speedy Brissett, but right now, we're come by this time by. It'll be 3 laps to go, I believe. 4 laps to go, as our timing and scoring tells us. David Amy right back out to the lead that he had once before. Matt Yorker, though, has moved up 10 positions. He is currently running into the 3rd position. He started shotgun on the field without taking a qualifying or a heat race attempt. So missed the heat race, started at the back, and now had to go to the last chance qualifier. And with virtual 25 cars showing up, the officials have agreed to let everybody start the main event here tonight for the Bruno's Repair. David Amy, though, got the popsicle sticks to match the side number on the side of the car. It'll be 2 to go this time by. 2 laps to go. David Amy will take the white flag this time by, but Hacker is still locked in a battle here. Out in front of him, that's Lee Lattisaur and Steven Brissett right there. Here comes J.D. Haldane looking to make a charge here in the final laps. But out of turn 4, it'll be David Amy winning our last chance qualifier. Stephen Duell will come home right there in P number 2. Then it's Matt Yorker, Joey Lattisaur, Zach Daniels, Lee Lattisaur, Brian Hacker, J.D. Haldane, Steven Brissett, Speedy Brissett, rounding out our top 10 field. Quick look here at those stats for all of you race fans. Find where your favorite driver did finish. Parker Golden was 13th. Greg Izard was 12th. Eric Relay was the 11th place driver here tonight in the last chance qualifier. So right now, these drivers currently taking a little bit of a break. And as they take a break here for their 5-minute warm-up session, we will take a quick break here. But before we do that, we got to thank all the sponsors that make this all possible here tonight. We got to, of course, thank the guys over at Valley View Firewood. Bruno's Repair Service. Tonight, it is the Bruno's Repair Service 50-lap A-main event here from the Lernerville Speedway. Clarkson Sons Automotive, Advanced Diagnostic, Fleet Maintenance, General Repair. We got to thank them for not only jumping on board, but also throwing a little bit of earnings tonight at the winner. Whoever wins tonight is $25 richer, along with whoever finishes in the random 5th position. That was the random pick here before we came live onto the air tonight. We also got to thank the guys over at Direct imported vehicles. They have the lowest prices for imported vehicles. Gayoso's Wine and Spirits, we got to thank them for always keeping us supplied. And of course, Hanson's Starter Shop. Bigor Supply. Learman's. The M&M Country Store, where we all head for our supplies here. No Limit Detailing. A couple of these 358s, of course, will have to go to the No Limit Detailing shop because they aren't our auto graphics guys. Made them look so beautiful that we need them looking good and ready to go for our main event. Race fans, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here from the Lernerville Speedway just after this.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back here, race fans. It is time to go feature racing here tonight in the Bruno's Repair and Service. Bruno's North Country home for all your small engine repair needs, from lawnmowers to generators, power sports equipment. Bruno's has you covered. Located in Morrisville, New York, call Vern for all your repair needs. Let's get down trackside, though, and fire the engines here tonight. This is your starting lineup for your Bruno's Repair 50-lap main event. Peyton Tauber is going to start P number 1 here tonight with Josh Sun to the outside. Behind him, the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, the 99 Wash Rags. It's Talon Gardner. Tyler Ducharme set quick time in qualifying. He'll roll off 4th fastest in the 77. Starting 5th here tonight, the number 33 Rocket Racing setup, number 33 of Richard Murtaugh. Robert King will have his best starting position tonight. He'll roll off 6th. Mr. Digger, that's right, Caleb Durgan will start the 17 machine, P number 7. CJ Lavere will start 8th. 9th will go to Dylan Rabtoy. Rounding out the top 10 here tonight to be the 89 of Hunter Bates. Justin Smith will roll off in the 11th position with Wayne McDuff rolling off 12th. 13th on the grid here tonight to go to the number 2, the last chance qualifiers. That's where this is coming from. The 13th position on back of David Amy. Starting 14th here tonight, and the 14 machine, this will be Scott Duell. The number 15th position goes to the Big Daddy Speed Concept, number 34 of Matt Yorker. Joey Lattisaur will roll off 16th here tonight, Zach Daniels in 17th. Lee Lattisaur in the 88 will go P number 18. Starting 19th out of Illinois, it'll be the 00 of Brian Hacker. J.D. Haldane to start 20th here tonight. Steven Brissett in 21st. Speedy Brissett 22nd. And rounding out the field, it'll be Eric Relay, Greg Ezard in the 51. And I believe Parker Golden will be the final driver to take the grid. That is your 25-car starting field here tonight for the Bruno's Repair 50-lap main event. Cars are on the track, and we are ready to go as the iRacing pace truck will make the left-hand turn. 25 drivers, 50 laps for the main event. A main underway. Here we go tonight in Pennsylvania. The Lernerville Speedway comes alive with the 358 modifieds. One of them going to take it right up the gut. That's going to be, I believe that was Tyler Duchard, as he's going to lose a ton of ground. And look at them as they all stack up down here in 3. One of them tries to go way down to the bottom. That was Brian Hacker. One of them all out of shape. That's the 30 of Zach Daniels. 3, 4, 5 wide there for just a moment as more contact back here. The 00 of Eric Relay was side by side. They're 3 wide still. J.D. Haldane up against the outside cushion. That is going to be Parker Golden trying to slice and dice his way from the back of the field. One of them up over, and that's not good. Josh Sutton, who won heat race number 2 in his number 11 entry, has gone up and over. The Gary's Property Management number 11 out of the Devil's Bowl Speedway has gone up and over to bring out the first caution flag of the night. Take a look back. What happened here to Josh Sutton? He was riding right there. Oh, right. Him and Murtaugh get together. But up and over, and J.D. Haldane nowhere to go. See if we can watch that back here and go on board here with Josh Sutton. Seems like the hits just keep on coming there for Josh Sutton. Nowhere to go for a lot of those drivers. So he'll tag the back of the field. We'll see if anybody joins him at the back of the speedway. Peyton Talbert, though, currently has led all the laps here. A very quick number 114 entry. Talon Carter is currently scheduled to restart in the second position with Richard Murtaugh. Mr. Digger back there in 4th. Lights are out, so that means we should go back green flag racing this time as we see them doubling them back up. So Talbert, Carter, Murtaugh, Durgan, Raptoy, Duchard in your top 6. Pace truck down and away. He's out of the way, and Peyton Talbert's going to say it is time to go back to the loud pedal here tonight. Green flag back in the air. Battle for the second position there with Murtaugh and Carter. Carter takes the tap room entry to the top of the speedway. He'll ride high, wide, and handsome here on lap number 5, and he will take control of that second position. Caution flag back out onto the speedway. So the second caution flag here on lap number 5. Looks like Brian Hacker. Something may have happened to Brian Hacker in the 00 entry. Let's take the look back. Brian Hacker was mid-pack. Let's see if it... Oh, he did get... Him and Zach Daniels came together, and then Hacker came to a rest on the inside wall. Looked like Greg Ezard also had some problems back there right around the time that Hacker had his issue. Watch it back. Watch the Ezard entry. Oh, Josh Sutton into the left rear quarter panel. That took Ezard around and lost the momentum. Then the caution coming out as you see virtue of the 00 right there to the inside. So that means we're just going to have to re-rack them here. It looks like one driver down on pit row. That's the 19 of Parker Golden. Not sure why, but the driver is down on pit road. There you see his number 11 entry. So with him down on pit row, that'll drop him through the standings. But the iRacing pace truck lights, once again, will turn off here at Lernerville. And we're going to re-rack and restack them and go back at them. Race fans, we've got to thank you all for tuning in here tonight, whether you're watching on our YouTube feed via the Turn 3 Racing Network or over on the Facebook Live feed. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in here tonight to watch the Valley View Firewood iRacing Nationals right here from the Lernerville Speedway. Second caution flag about to be over as we're about to unleash the beast of the 358 Modifieds. Green flag back out into the air, and it looks like a much better start for all these drivers. It looks like we're green. Flag stacked up back here, though. That's the 83, J.D. Haldane. Down to his inside, that is Matt Yorker in the 34. They were 3 wide and stacked them all up. That was the 88, also right there of Lee Lattisaur. Justin Smith right behind him in the number 45. Peyton right now walking away just like he did in his heat race. He's got about a half-second lead over Talon Carter. Carter up right into the outside as far as he can go up to the lip, but Richard Murtaugh has fallen back a couple positions. Tyler Ducharme has got around him. Murtaugh started the restart there in 3rd position. He's fallen back to the 4th spot right behind Tyler Ducharme. Caleb Durgan right there in the Valley View Firewood number 17 entry. Look at him 3 wide, Robert King. Robert King, David Ademy, and Dylan Raptoy. 3 wide down the back straight away into turn 3. King going to slide up. Amy going to lose the momentum. He had to lift a little bit. The Pillsbury famous number 1 entry there of Robert King was coming up the speedway. He'll take another one away. He gets Dylan Raptoy. The 358 Modifieds for the driver of the number 24. As you see, right rear to the CJ Lovere entry. Lovere's now going to be put into a 3 wide situation. He hangs on to the pay to win setups entry. He's going to go up the track, and David Amy's going to have to lift once again. Nothing has changed out front. It's still Talon Carter running second, Peyton Talbot running in P number 1. The battles are all back here. Amy got to do a wheel stand. David Amy now up and over. He's turning to the wrong direction. He's trying to get the DE Designs number 2 back out onto the speedway. As there goes your race leader, Peyton Talbot and Talon Carter. Go ahead and now lap the number 2 of David Amy. Amy back out onto the speedway, but he is currently a lap down. We'll see if he can get back around your race leaders, and we're setting a blistering pace. You see the 33 of Richard Murtaugh work the outside of the speedway there. They're still throwing the haymakers deep into the field here. This is what you're watching from 10th on back pretty much on the field. That's the number 88, Mr. Radiator's machine. That is Lee Lattisaur. To the outside, the number 14 of Scott Newell. The 23, Mr. Radiator's entry of Joey Lattisaur, also right here in the mix. The 45 of Justin Smith looking to the inside in the 45 entry. As they're going to make it 3 wide down here in 3. This racetrack putting on some great racing action. Grooves everywhere here tonight. You want to race them? Then you can race it anywhere. Wayne McDuff also right there. Here comes Josh Sun. He's trying to work his way back through the field. Still a long way to go. Not quite to the halfway point tonight. Brian Hacker's also in this. Look at it. They are 3 by 3 here at Lernerville. Contact. The 03, Speedy Brissett. The 1W of Wayne McDuff and the 11 of Josh Sun all come together out of turn number 4. And that's going to actually put Josh Sun back a little bit. Brian Hacker takes advantage, and he goes around all those drivers. He'll pick up 3 spots, 1 lap. Now Hacker running 16th. Stephen Brissett has gone around, I'm being told, as caution flag number 3 will come out. Caution flag 3 on the speedway. Stephen Brissett in the 59 entry has gone around. Driver out of the Airborne Speedway. Keensville, New York, High Point Builders on the side of his machine. Watch it back. What does the trusty eye in the sky have to say? Steven Brissett, oh, it looks like he just jumps the cushion down there in 3 and 4 as he looped it around. And oh, right out in front of the race leaders, Talon Carter had to hit the hooks. Tyler Duchard and Richard Murdoch also right there, all had to throw the anchors and the parachutes and the kitchen sinks out the back to not run over Steven Brissett. See if we can ride on board here. What did that look like riding on board with Talon Carter? There you see Duchard right there. Him and Carter battling for P number 2. Carter goes to throw. Oh, Carter makes contact with Duchard, and actually if they wouldn't have made contact, both those drivers would have been up and into the back of the Steven Brissett machine. So all is good as we will stay. Everybody stays onto the speedway. Parker Golden is officially back out on the track. There you see him in his number 19 entry. So Parker back out onto the track, but it has been all Peyton Talbert so far. Driver out of Gilbertsville, New York. The Brooks Motorsports Fast Lane Performance. Driver races up at the Utica Rome Speedway. Drives a Sportsman up there. Won 8 go-kart championships before moving into the Sportsman division. Oh, he's got a new driver to the outside who's going to be going into the Sportsman division himself. Talon Carter to the outside, restart. 18 laps in the books as we are back. Feature racing. Carter going to get a great run off the top shelf of turn number 2. Lifts a little bit, and oh, Duchard's just going to punt him down in turn 3. Duchard punts the tap room number 99 for Carter. So as Duchard punts the 99, Duchard will take over position number 2 as the green flag stays out. Digger, though, going to dig the outside. He'll get around Richard Murtaugh. So Murtaugh now back to running 4th. Digger is in 3rd. Duchard is P number 2. Peyton Talbert is running P1. He has led every lap so far. Matt Yorker moving his way through the field. Him and Zach Daniels have moved up 7 spots, 10 spots for Daniels. There you see Dylan Rabtoy trying to work the inside of the speedway in the Rays Die and Tubing entry. He works the bottom groove. He'll actually get around Matt Yorker at the start-finish line. Closing in on the halfway point home tonight. Brian Hacker also moving up through the spots. Here's Josh Sun, though. He has been from the front to the back, and now he's running just outside the top 10. He'll work the outside of the speedway to get around Joey Lattisaur. Still 26 laps to go here tonight. Still a lot of time for Josh Sun. 3 wide, Joey Lattisaur down to the bottom. Hacker works the middle of the speedway. Josh Sun up against the outside. Battle for the race lead. Peyton Talbert still holding the Fast Lane Performance number 14 Fox Shocks entry up front. But he's got a mirror full of the 25 or the 77 if you're following along on the timing and scoring charts of Tyler Duchard. We've already seen Duchard not afraid to use the chrome horn here tonight. Will he be afraid to do it now for the race lead? 25 laps, now 24 laps to go in the A main event. Duchard going to go straight down to the bottom. He's going to throw the slider up to the top side. Here comes Peyton Talbert. He's going to draw side by side down the back straightaway. Peyton Talbert going to try and slide up, and he gets right up into the fluff. Jumps the cushion just a tad. That will throw them side by side. Now, Duchard will throw another slider up to the top. He'll hit the cushion and fire back off. Here comes Peyton Talbert. Will Talbert go to the bottom side of the speedway this time? He will throw the slider for the lead. He throws the slider. Duchard was waiting for it. Duchard now goes to the outside. Peyton Talbert going to go to the inside lane. Talbert not going to be clear. He's going to have to fall in line. Duchard to the race lead here with 22 laps to go. Both of them back to the top shelf here, but they are working up onto lap traffic. Also, look who's lurking in the background. It's the 11-year-old youngster of Digger. Digger is coming. He is digging it on the outside. Had the pleasure to run with Caleb just a couple days ago in a top split in the in the big blocks here on iRacing. As oh, your race leader into some heavy lap traffic. They almost make contact. One of them down to the inside. That's the 51 of Greg Ezard. And oh boy, everybody's stacked up. Contact. Here comes the 33. Richard Murtaugh going to take advantage. He'll get around the youngster. Contact between the two. Nerf bars touching. 19 laps to go. Peyton Talbert out front. He took back over the race lead there as your leader of Tyler Ducharme had to work through some of the lap traffic as they worked down the back straightaway. Ducharme right back to the bumper on that fast lane racing entry. So as the battles are hot and heavy up here in front of the field, as there goes Ducharme once again. He's going to go way down, throw the slider. Here comes Peyton Talbert. He's going to fire back off, and he'll take back the race lead. Ducharme will work the bottom of the speedway once again here to try and find a run. Going to be 16 laps to go, and it's Talbert, Ducharme, Murtaugh. Your top drivers as they're just throwing sliders down here in one. So now Talbot under fire, not just from Ducharme, but Murtaugh. Your top three are starting to pull away. Durgan has lost a little bit of ground, but look out in front of your race leaders. They are four wide racing. McDuff going to get hooked. McDuff going to go up and over. He's going to visit the boat down in turn 3. I wasn't lying, race fans. He's going down to the boat. See it down there? Duff having some problems trying to climb the hill. Caution flag out onto the speedway. He'll wait and try and rejoin the racing surface. He'll try and get out in front of the pace truck here. It looks like his car's having a little bit of issues. Let's go back and watch what happened. They were just out in front of the race leader. The 11 there of Parker Golden makes a little Nerf bar contact with the 1W of Wade McDuff. He goes up and over. So as Wade McDuff goes over, he'll now have to join the back of the field. We'll see if he stays on the lead lap or not. If he goes down a lap, it's going to be hard to rebound from that position, as it looks like Wade McDuff does go one lap down. Lucky dog here will go to Steven Brissett, so he will get back onto the, looks like being one lap down. So he'll join Wade McDuff. So Peyton Talbert, Tyler Ducharme, Richard Murtaugh, Caleb Durgan, Robert King, Josh Sun, CJ LaVere, Matt Yorker, Zach Daniels, Dylan Raptoy, and Joey Lattisaur, your top 10. We saw fireworks on that last restart between the driver of the 77 and the 99 of Talon Carter. Now that Ducharme will restart to the outside, will he have any kind of advantage? iRacing pace truck makes the left-hand turn, or right-hand turn. It's off the speedway, and Peyton Talbert says it's time to go back racing here with 15 laps to go. All your leaders to the top shelf. Look at Robert King trying to stick the bottom. He is coming. Robert King trying to work his way through the field. King under attack, though he picks up one spot on the restart. Tyler Ducharme picks up the race lead as another slide job he throws on Peyton Talbert. Maybe 13 to go. Talbert going to throw a slider back onto the 77 of Ducharme. Murtaugh, I'm just going to say it, race fans. He's in the background. He is lurking. As you see him, the Rocket Racing setup entry. He is lurking in the background, waiting for one of these drivers to make a mistake, and he will pounce. Talbert with the crossover. At the line, the 114 leads it once again. This time he protects from the slider. But he's going to slide up the track, and here comes Ducharme once again. He'll pull even down the back straightaway. Ducharme not going to be able to throw the slider, but he's going to be able to hold surface. He slides right up in front of Richard Murtaugh. Murtaugh going to have to hit the hooks. 11 laps to go. Two of them around down here in turn number 3 and 4. David Amy, and I believe that's Eric Relay. Will the caution come out? Yellow flag onto the speedway. 10 laps to go, and that will mean we will go single file when we fire back off here in the restart. So Eric Relay having an issue, and I'm also being told something may have happened to Richard Murtaugh. We'll have to check on that in just a second also. Let's watch David Amy here. What happened to the driver of the DE Designs number 2? Oh, the 0-2 Complete sideways, David Amy, nowhere to go. Right into the door there of Eric Relay. What happened to Richard Murtaugh, though? He was running third at the time. I'm being told there was contact. Watching it back. Oh, right there. Lap car trying to get his car under control. Richard Murtaugh just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. I'm being told he's holding serve in his third position, though. So he will get his spot back, virtue of the caution flag already coming out when that happened. As we did not officially get to the line to complete our 40th lap, so it will revert back and it will be a double file restart. The fast lane performance. The finish line designs entry, they fire back off. Now officially 10 laps to go in our main event. Digger back down to the bottom. Yorker right there also. CJ LeVere, Robert King. Top three jumping out. It'll be 9 laps to go this time by at the line. 9 laps to go for Talbert. He has led over half this race, but he's got 2 iRacing pros right behind him in Ducharme and Murtaugh. Talbert going to work the top side of the speedway. Ducharme, literally, we call that almost drafting if this was the asphalt side of thing. Ducharme will go to the bottom, test the waters with 8 to go. Caution flag coming out. Caution flag out on the speedway. Brian Hacker, who is already back into pit road. Brian Hacker having a rough night here tonight. What happened to the Carbon Junction? Pathfinder's entry. Oh, King, complete sideways. Hacker tries to check up and nowhere for him to go, and that berm has started to really grow on the front straightaway. Oh, there was J.D. Haldane also going off the speedway with Greg Izard. Right there you see the mayhem on the front straightaway. What happened back here? Oh, that was the 03 entry, actually. So it is J.D. Haldane. And I don't know who the other machine was. I believe that was Speedy Brissett. That was Speedy in the 03 Clarkson Sons Automotive entry. As you see him down there off the racing surface. So 2 different incidents here to bring out our 6th caution flag of the evening. As the 02 is the lucky dog on this one, so he'll get to go around. What a race it has been so far here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway for the Valley View iRacing Nationals. Valley View Firewood, a family-owned and operated, located up in New York at 984 Sunset Drive in Willsboro, New York, serving the North Country. With its own firewood and all of its needs, small bundles to truckloads, well-seasoned, they have it all. It's already split and ready to heat your home or campfire. Contact them today at 518-963-7925. That's the Valley View Firewood. Looks like the iRacing pace truck lights will go out as it'll make the right-hand turn. The old Chevy Silverado will exit stage right. Still have 23 drivers out onto the speedway. 8 laps to go here. Green flag back in the air. It'll be 7 to go as we cross the line. 7 to go and a great start by Peyton Talbert. He's going to get away from Tyler Ducharme. Richard Murtaugh also losing a little ground. Durgan back there running P4. Look at Matt Yorker. He has come from the back. Literally, race fans tonight, the back. And he is up here running P5. Look who... Oh! Yorker up and over the berm. Hilby exit stage right. We stay green. 6 laps to go. Josh Sun also working his way back into the top 5. 5 laps to go. High 5 this time at the flag stand. Talbert going to go back down to the bottom. He'll work kind of a slider line, but that's going to hurt him because here comes Tyler Ducharme. He'll get right back onto the Nerf bars. Talbot going to go down to the bottom, try and pinch that number 77. Not going to work. Tyler Ducharme back to the point. Here tonight at Lernerville with 4 laps to go. Talbot going to throw the slider this time. Ducharme was ready for it. Here comes Murtaugh back into the picture. 4 laps to go. Top 3 under the blanket here at Lernerville. Don't count out the digger yet. 4-car breakaway now. 3 laps to go. Talbot going to go down, try and work the middle, see if there's anything there. There is not. Here comes the 33 of Richard Murtaugh. He'll pull the back Nerf bar down the back straightaway. Ducharme looking in his mirror. He is liking what he is seeing. Right on board here. Popsicle sticks up. 2 to go at Lernerville. 2 laps to go, and right there it is, your top 4. Tyler Ducharme looking, trying to get away from Talbot right now. Ducharme had the quick time in his qualifying session. As the white flag is up, we will finish this one in regulation here tonight. Ducharme down the back straightaway. Talbot going to have one final ditch effort. He goes to the bottom. Oh, Ducharme's going to go up the track. He's going to hit the berm, and it will be Tyler Ducharme winning at Lernerville here with Peyton Talbot. Just the Nerf bar, the tire width actually between the two. So it will be Ducharme, Talbot, and Murtaugh, your top 3. Durgan will finish there in the 4th position. Then it's Sun, Bates, Daniels, Joey Lattisaur, McDuff, and Smith rounding out the top 10. Look at the left-hand side of your screen. Those are your unofficial results here tonight. Your winner, though, right there, Tyler Ducharme. Driver of the number 77. He will park it in victory lane here tonight. Unofficial results, though, rolling across our ticker on the left-hand side for the Bruno's Repair and Service main event. What a race we just saw. Let's take a quick look here as we wait for some of our drivers to come in. Let's take a look at our unofficial results here in the feature. Unofficial results, there they are on the screen. 25 drivers did take the green flag here tonight in our main event. Ducharme, Talbot, and Murtaugh. Their interviews coming up here in just a couple of seconds, but the big battles were all throughout the field here tonight. There was not a spot on the track that these drivers were not throwing haymakers at each other. Unfortunately, a couple drivers did have some unfortunate mishaps. Talon Carter got tapped out of the way, running for a top 5 position. Parker Golden also having a hard night. J.D. Haldane, Brian Hacker having some issues also. Those drivers all finished multiple laps down, along with Brian Hacker, Greg Ezard. Matt Yorker did work his way through the field, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the event, he decided to go visit the boat up and over the berm here at Lernerville. So those are your unofficial results here tonight. Well, let's see if we can catch up with a couple of our drivers here tonight. Let's see if we can bring in our top 3. They are out there. They are waiting to talk with us tonight. Race fans, let's start right at the top of our boards. Let's start with the driver of the number 77 of Peyton Talbot. That's Tyler Ducharme. Reading it backwards here. Tyler, a good run for you here tonight. You had to battle hard, though. You and Peyton battled hard. You and Carter. And, of course, Murtaugh was right there. He was lurking in the wind. Were you worried at all here tonight inside the top 3?
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to have the pace at all, especially after the first lap. It bent the front end of the car. When Richard got into us, it bent the left front end of the nose. So it was kind of loose. I just had to drive it. And I think I netcoded the 99 getting into turn 3. I don't know what happened. He kind of just went off in front of me. I don't know what happened there, but I got hats off to Peyton, man. He raced me clean, and that was one of the best races I've been a part of on here. I mean, slider after slider, clean, never touched once. I mean, he drove a whale of a race. Hats off to him. He's one of the best down here. So to beat him, it feels good.
Well, I can certainly tell you he raced me the other day, and he drove away from me. But then again, so did you, and so did Richard. So, I mean, I guess we're just stay up here calling the left-hand turns. Tyler, you're the first repeat winner this season. We know you're no stranger to victory lane, but with 2 races left in the season, this is really going to kind of propel you ahead in the points championship.
Yeah, if it wasn't for our misfortune the other week, or the other month at Knoxville, I think we'd be up there leading the points. But, it's part of racing. Nothing comes easy. So you got to fight for everything you got. And hopefully we can just win the rest of these, and hopefully the rest of the guys in points have some bad luck, and we can get up there and race for the championship. That's what it's all about. We come here to get wins and we'll race for the championship. So that's what it's all about.
What it's all about. Tonight you pick up the W here at the Lernerville Speedway. We know there's a laundry list of people you got to thank for this one, so we'll roll the red carpet out for you, hand you the mic. It is your turn. Congratulations on your win tonight. Who made it all possible?
I got to thank Finish Line Designs, Bobby Sweeney, DCI Racing, Donovan Construction, Elmo's Pit Stop, the Devil's Bowl Speedway, Bruno's Towing, Ryko Motorsports. Shout out to Jack Speedshock and Hunter Bates. Hunter, was wrecked there early and come all the way back up to 6. So hats off to him and hats off to Jack for being up there, spotting from on top of the trailer. So, hats off to everyone that came out and watched. It was a fun race. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and hopefully we can come out and win next month.
There you heard it from the driver of the number 77. Tyler Ducharme will be the first multiple winner this season in the Valley View Firewood iRacing National Series. Congratulations to him and his whole crew. They ran a great race here tonight. And moving on with our post-race show, coming home in just P number 2. Peyton, it looked like you had a fast hot rod here with the fast lane performance number 114. Unfortunately, it's a second place finish, but it's going to keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep it going up, and I knew Tyler was going to be wicked fast, so I was just trying to hold him off as long as I could, and unfortunately couldn't get it done, but hats off to him for a great race.
Now, we're watching the replay back here, and it was slider after slider. Did you know the slide jobs were going to be coming here tonight? Is this a track that you expected bottom to the top?
Oh, for sure, yeah, Lernerville's, that's usually how it pans out, to get by someone, usually you have to throw a slider, and I was just trying to keep my momentum up on top, and Tyler just got around me there with 5 to go.
5 to go. It was a 4-horse race for this top position here. It was you and Ducharme throwing the sliders, and Murtaugh, he was kind of lurking in the background. It didn't seem like he was really trying to force the envelope. He was trying to wait for you guys to make a mistake, and Digger was just back there. Were you worried with either of those two coming with a head of steam?
Yeah, for sure. I think Tyler and I were both trying to keep our momentum up, trying to keep away from those guys while still racing at the same time. And, we just barely kept our momentum up and, brought it home.
Well, you were able to finish it off here tonight, P number 2, after a good heat race and qualifying effort here. Who made it all possible here for round number 3 of the Valley View iRacing Nationals?
I gotta thank Northeast Forestry, Ted's Body Shop, Fast Line Performance, Mike Walton, everyone who tuned in tonight, all my fans, supporters, pit crew, everyone that supports.
There you heard it from the driver out of Gilbertsville, New York, the Brooks Motorsports Fast Lane Performance Utica Rome driver. Peyton Talbert will finish in P number 2. Rounding out our podium finishers here tonight, it's the driver out of New York, the Rocket Racing Setups entry. Richard, you won it last time we saw you out onto the speedway. Tonight, it just seemed like you sat there in third waiting for a mistake from the top 2.
Yeah, it was pretty much a single file. I actually didn't run a single lap of practice. I was 30 minutes late getting in the lobby. I wrote down the wrong time. It was a mess up on my part, so I didn't even run any practice laps. And my first time ever running Lernerville in a small block, so I went in there with literally no practice at all. So I was kind of learning the track that whole time, and I was up there, and I had a pretty fast car, but after I got stuffed in the wall by Ducharme a couple times, it was dead right from the get-go.
Well, the car still looked like it had some pretty good race pace out there. You're one of the drivers that not only have the real-world experience racing these modifieds here in the Northeast, but right here onto the iRacing sim with some of the best setups in the game, or we're called a sim. We don't want to offend anybody out there. And you say it's your first time out here. That really shows the skill level that you have behind the wheel to get it done here with some of the best real-world and iRacing drivers.
Yeah, we've been really fast in this series. Pretty much just got to keep my head straight and not get the car too much damage early on. I thought there was going to be a mistake there with Ducharme just punting everyone off the track on his way up through. So I figured he'd make a mistake and accidentally get into Peyton or something, and mistake never happened. So I just kind of rode around in third, and I could have made a move on Peyton there, but I didn't want to risk it for I think it was Caleb behind me to get by me. So I just kind of followed him around the track and was hoping something happened going through the final corner, but they both took it easy, so nothing happened.
Nothing happened, and you finished in P number 3. You know, the Valley View Firewood iRacing Nationals will be back. I believe we are heading to Weedsport in 1 month time. Up north, Hope. Closer to home for you. How do you feel with a podium here headed to Weedsport?
Weedsport's really fun, especially in real life. It's adrenaline track. It's super fun to run there, so it's going to be exciting. I'm not really good in these modifieds at all on iRacing. I'm off pace. I got to figure something out, but be able to come out here and finish third, and I'm not sure where we are in the points. Haven't really looked after that week 1 incident, so I'm figured we're up there somewhere, but just hoping for a couple mistakes out of the guys up front to catch up.
Well, that's might be what you need is a couple mistakes by them, but you got to keep the car pointed in the right direction. You did that here tonight, and you come home third. Who makes it all possible behind the scenes up there with the Rocket Racing Setups entry?
A lot of people. RocketRacingSetups.com for always keep me up front. Rocket Racing Esports. Dylan for being in the Discord with me. Reliable Energy Solutions. Fledger Properties. Girls Designs, Aaron and Brian for being in the Discord spotting for me. Super nice. Milner Media and Design. Seabirds Racing Media. Paul for putting this on. You guys for broadcasting. And pretty much everyone else behind the scenes for the series that helps keep it rolling.
Well, there you heard it from the driver out of Fullerton, New York. Races over at the Fulton Speedway. Richard Murtaugh in the 33. He will come home and round out the podium finishers here tonight at Lernerville for round number 3 for the Valley View Firewood iRacing Nationals in the Bruno's Repair and Service 50-lap A main event. Race fans, it was a great race here tonight at Lernerville. I know I certainly enjoyed the racing action here out in western Pennsylvania. I hope you did. Next time we do bring the Valley View iRacing Firewood Nationals here to the big screen, we will head to New York, a home track for a lot of drivers here in the Valley View Firewood iRacing Nationals series. A lot of drivers out of New York. Weedsport, one of those famous tracks in the central New York area. So we will head to Weedsport right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network in 1 month's time. We can't wait to bring it to you. Ducharme wins here tonight with Peyton Talbert finishing in second. Richard Murtaugh comes home in P number 3. Digger finishes in 4th, and rounding out the top 5, what about Josh Sun, the big run that he had from starting in the 3rd position and falling all the way to last on the grid from the drop of the green flag and working his way back up to finish 5th. 6th is Hunter Bates. Zach Daniels is the biggest mover and shaker of the evening, moves up 10 spots to finish 7th. Joey Lattisaur was 8th, 9th was Wayne McDuff, and rounding out the top 10 was Justin Smith. Race fans, we hope you enjoyed this broadcast here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We'll be back next month with the Valley View Firewood iRacing Nationals from the Weedsport Speedway to bring you more 358 modified racing action. Until we see you then, race fans, everybody please stay safe, and we will see you at the races.